obviously you were like the queen of scripting on YouTube. So, so what, I'm just curious, like, because I've seen a lot of your content on scripting. I know how powerful it is from using it myself as well. I think it can be
Mm.
very, very good for building a specific intentions, right? Because we can do affirmations all day long, but to really dial it in and kind of put that intention out there in the way that we want it and be very specific and intentional, then read it and reflect on it. And that can be, extremely powerful. Is there anything that you have been using recently? Any changes in the way that you've adopted the practice of scripting, or anything that you kind of could share that's been of value?
Sure, sure. And in fact, actually, good timing because I last week created an updated scripting guide. So I can share the link. It's completely
Oh,
free if people want to just literally go through it one step at a time. But in a nutshell, the way that I use scripting is I basically create a letter of gratitude, a thank you letter for the things that are my goals at the moment, for the things I would love to manifest into my reality. And I write the things that I want as if they've already happened with so much gratitude. And I've addressed my letter to all kinds of people in the past, like Dear Universe, Dear Spirit Guides. I originally wrote my first letter to Abraham Hicks because I heard of this technique through an Abraham Hicks video. Whoever the person feels a connection to, they can write the letter to. You pick, I usually recommend 4, 5, or 6 things, never more than that, because I've had people before and they've written like essays of 50 things that they want to manifest. And while you can, of course, have it all and there are no limits, it's more effective when you can focus your energy, your mind, your time on a small handful of things. I used to be someone to dilute my energy and then never progress with anything because I was spreading my energy too thinly, and it was actually a form of self-sabotage.
yeah.
So 4 to 6 things that you want, and write each one down as if it's already happened. I'm now working at this incredible company. I've now manifested 3 incredible soul friends who live in the same area as me, whatever it might be that people want. So write a sentence as if it's already happened. And then for each one, I recommend to write a second sentence that embellishes on it and embellishes on the feeling, on how you feel now that you have that thing in your life. Another thing that I recommend is don't just say, oh, it feels amazing, it feels so good, because that doesn't really tap into the real reason why you want something.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
always recommend to people, think about, what do you really want and why do you want it? And be honest about that. Sometimes people say, oh, I want lots of money so that I can give it all away to charity. But actually, they would love to have a more comfortable home. They'd love to be able to say yes to their kids more. They'd love to be able to go to that. It's like, go for it. Like, whatever is the real reason why you want something, be honest about that. Be shameless about it. You're allowed to want the things that you want.
Hmm.
So when I have it, how will I feel? How will my life be different? How will my relationship with the world shift? Those are the real reasons why you want something. So that's what the letter contains. For each one, a sentence saying, I now have this, and then a second sentence that says why and how it makes you feel now. Do that with each of the 4, 5, or 6 things, then sign it off at the end. Then you have your scripting letter. And then the part that comes next is equally as powerful. So then I take that scripting letter and I put it on my bedside table, or in America, I think you call it a nightstand,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? That table next to your bed. Um, so put it on your nightstand, and every morning when you wake up, first thing, don't scroll, don't go on YouTube, don't go on Instagram just yet. Pick up your scripting letter instead and read it to yourself while your mind is still in that theta state, coming into consciousness, so that the first thing that your brain absorbs every single morning is your goals, but reading them as if they've already happened and tapping back in all over again to the real juicy reasons why you want them. And also, every night just before you drift off to sleep, before you turn out the light, read your letter, then lay your head on the pillow and drift off to sleep as if it's already done. So we're leveraging what we were talking about earlier, Alex, in our conversation about those windows when the subconscious mind is more open to receiving information and programming. It works on a spiritual level because you're aligning with that reality, you're feeling the emotions, you're becoming in vibrational alignment, we can use that kind of language. Or we could say you're reprogramming your mind to this story. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. And so you're visiting this reality twice a day in those opportune moments. And if we just want to be super logical about it, I saw this article that said that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals when you write them down every day, or when you write them down and you look at what you've written every day. So we
Yeah.
can look at it from a spiritual lens or a really grounded logical lens, which I think is important because different
Yeah.
people's brains work differently. But either way, it's such a powerful thing to incorporate in your daily routine. And I read these scripting letters every day. I usually read a scripting letter for about 30 days, and then I let it go. I put it away somewhere safely. And I've had scripting letters where every single thing has manifested within 6 months, like a chain reaction. Like my subconscious mind just leads me to the people I need, the opportunities that are perfect for me. I keep getting the same book recommended over and over again. And then I read the book and I learn what I need to know so that I can unlock that next level of life. Like, it's wild how when I feed my subconscious mind with those things, it won't fall in my lap, but it will lead me to the breadcrumbs that will take me to that exact thing, that exact outcome.